Eats. Brought to you by the Fort St. John Co-op. You're at home here.
Welcome to another episode of the show. We're very excited about this one because it's a product I didn't know existed locally until about 2 weeks ago. I happened to be in the Fireweed market and saw that you could buy yourself some flour and rye flour that was milled right up the road in Rose Prairie from Rose Prairie Milling. And so joining us to talk about that today is Trevor from Rose Prairie Milling. How's it going today, Trevor?
Going good, thanks.
Excellent. Thanks so much for doing this with us. So tell us a bit about why you got into this venture. We were chatting right before the show. You've only been doing this about a year. What made you decide you wanted to kind of make your own flour?
Yeah, so I grew up in the area, and it's kind of something that always been in my back of mind. And it was probably back in 2020. Things were starting to shut down, and goods were starting to get hard to come by. And I thought, really, this would be a good time to get myself situated into where I could do that. So I started doing the research, and ended up getting a mill. I had to import it from Denmark. And it was beginning of 2021 when I finally milled my first flour and got into contact with the Fireweed market, and they put it on sale there. And the Northern Carbohydrate also had it on sale at the farmers market last summer.
Wonderful. I mean, is this something that you, I mean, I don't know much about milling flour, but was there a trial and error and sort of nailing it, or you kind of, it's simple enough that you did it the first time, you're like, I've got a bag of flour here I can now sell?
Yeah, it was a little bit of trial and error, but for the most part, you get, it's a fairly simple process, and you get your stuff set up, and yeah, it looks pretty good. You try a couple of samples, and off you go.
Is it something that's really labor intensive? Like, are you turning the mill yourself, or is it kind of something that's automated that you just kind of turn on the machine and it does it for you?
Yeah, it's electric powered mills, and then for now we're basically dumping bags of flour in by hand. So there's a little bit of manual work, but not excessive.
Okay, it's very interesting. Now you've got the two products available for purchase at the Neat Fireweed Market, and we'll talk more about that in just a second. You've got the rye flour and kind of the regular flour that you would know about. You get the ingredients for it right kind of near your place, kind of around Rose Prairie, don't you?
For sure, yeah. It's grown on one of the local farms here, just north of Fort St. John. And yeah, they take it in and clean it after they've harvested. And the same with the rye. It's grown locally here.
Excellent. Well, it's very cool that you can get something like that, make bread, make muffins, do so many things with stuff that was milled and grown right here in the piece. So tell us again, we mentioned the Fireweed Market. How can people who are interested in buying this from you get it from you? What's the best way?
The easiest is, like you said, the Fireweed Market, if they just want to go pick up a bag. If they want to or have a custom request, they can reach out to me on my Facebook page. It's Rose Prairie Milling. Or give me a call at 250-261-8054.
Perfect. All right, Trevor. Well, we really appreciate you taking some time to chat with us about your flour milling today. Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. That's Trevor from Rose Prairie Milling. Let's see. Energetic Eats is brought to you by the Fort St. John Co-op.
10 hut.